It's the National Football League on EA Sports, where division rivals will clash in the AFC East. It's the Miami Dolphins and the New York Jets, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
Take the Lincoln Tunnel through Weehawken, through Secaucus, across the Hackensack River, and you'll arrive, as we have, at MetLife Stadium at East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, a fun matchup in the AFC East, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the New York Jets. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon, and we are underway from MetLife Stadium. Taking it about the 1. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
I tell you what, when he's on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
On 1st and 10, it's Marino. And his first look is incomplete.
Well, that was his first target of the game, and it's going to take at least one more target to get him on the board. Took a nice substantial hit to jar that catch loose from him. Incomplete pass.
Marino's incompletion on 1st down leads to 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Right back to Achane on 2nd down. And a pretty quick burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a 1st down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he is going to lose yardage here. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
In today's NFL, we're accustomed to the tight end getting downfield and creating plays and wreaking a little havoc in the secondary. Not on this one, though. They diagnosed that one really well.
Tried the dump off, lost yardage. Here's Marino to throw. A quick throw there. It is incomplete. Jarvis Landry, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. Backed up yards to pick up the first. On third down, Marino. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. Now Cobb to return. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
And there's a word that constantly gets thrown around with this guy when you talk to anyone in the building. Potential. They are sky high on what they believe he can grow into in the role of a starting quarterback. In addition, there are plenty around the league who think that as well. And years from now, he can still be leading this offense out.
Now Hall to start the drive. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 4. Throwing is Namath. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Namath. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the 1st down. And that's what he just did.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Namath's throw here going to be caught by Wilson. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It'll go as a gain of 4. 3rd and 7 now. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Namath. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
1 1st down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On 4th down, Matt Ariza sent on to punt. Back deep for Miami, Jalen Waddle. This is taken at the 15. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And it'll be Dolphin football. So Miami coming out for their 2nd drive. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Marino sets up. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Marino's incompletion on 1st down leads to 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Up the middle, Achane. Pretty nice, aggressive run there before being brought down just inside of the 30. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Now 2nd and 3. Now it's Marino. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Anytime a ball is thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch it, no matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Marino here from the gun. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins will jump out to a 3-0 lead. So after drive number 3 here, we have a score, and it's 3 points after the field goal.
I would say the feeling out process for both these teams, I'd say it's over, partner. Everyone understands what's going on now. You've kind of probed a little bit. Now you want to start throwing the big shots. First 3 points up on the board could be significant.
After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away. McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their 2nd drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. To throw on 1st down is Namath. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. Second and 10. Namath to throw. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
The threat of a 2nd straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. To throw is Namath. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Namath. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, that's a defense coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. Across the formation, Hardman gets the completion. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 45-yard line. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
Well, every now and then I can speak from experience because I do know as a defender, it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well.
Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And it'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Second and a couple. From the gun is Namath. That's caught left side by Hardman. It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Play fake, now Namath. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Now a 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And a completion to Wilson. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Namath now from the gun. A quick throw there is incomplete. The Dolphins do the job defensively there, and now it brings up 4th.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
Folks' kick is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
Field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Dolphins offense returning to the field. Marino will look to throw on first. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. A run straight ahead with Achane. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. Second down.
Nice chunk of yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6. From midfield now, Marino. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
They'll throw on first down with Marino. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at second down.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
On second down, Marino. Open man down the field is Landry. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
Here we go again with Marino. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Touchdown, Dolphins! From 10 yards out, and the Dolphins have taken the lead. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is now 10-3. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. And New York set to take the field. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gassed,
yeah,
right?
a little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting off field, only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Throwing is Namath. Wilson's got it complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Here's Namath. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down, and comfortably so as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on third and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage, so they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
10-3 our score after one here on EA Sports. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38 as they've got it as we resume action. First down, here's the run with Martin. Yeah, he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Second down and a yard. Off the play fake, it's Namath. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
Namath. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. The throw out wide going to be incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Here's 2nd and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. A quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Over the middle and complete to Wilson. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
That pattern and scheme was well defensed on 3rd down. He tried to just sprint from one side of the field to the other, and they got it to him quickly. But no chance at yards after the catch there, and they stop him short.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they take advantage of what looked like an unsure defense. They wind up getting 8 on 4th and 3. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it.
Touchdown, Jets! A great effort there. 29 yards. And the Jets are an extra point away from drawing level. Certainly there are good things about quick strike offenses that score fast, but a long drive can also work to your advantage as well.
In so many ways, Brandon, because number one, you get them tired, but the big one is mentally. They can't figure out how to slow you down, how to get off the field, how to get the ball back. They go to the bench wondering, what are we going to do next time in order to stop those guys?
Folk connects on the extra point, and we are even at 10 apiece. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now, they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
First down, Marino. Throw right side, going to be caught here by Waddle. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Here's Marino to throw. He's across midfield and finally marked down at the 42-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
That throw by Marino incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now for getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Marino's incompletion on first down leads to 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Again, it's Marino. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 32-yard line. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Marino. Over the middle and complete to Waddle. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 2nd down, a run by Achane.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Achane here, they stay on the ground. 40 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Here's 2nd and 3.
To throw is Marino.
He'll dump this off to Achane.
So they'll get nothing out of that play. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Marino.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. When those extra defenders on the field, dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit into football.
So on 4th down, Dolphin kicker Jason Sanders comes on. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Sanders' kick is good. And the Dolphins have come back now to regain the lead.
Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away.
This taken in at the goal line.
Now a hit and a loose football.
And it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
As that ball got away from him and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
On 1st and 10, it's Marino. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36.
The former 3rd overall pick, Quentin Williams, there to bring him down.
Well, that's an excellent way to get the pass rush activated. The first sack of the game for them comes on the first play of the drive, and it makes it very tough for the opponent to pick up a first down now, playing behind the sticks.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Now Marino to throw it. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and trying to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now Marino.
They set up the screen. Achane has it.
That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Jason Sanders now for the Miami field goal. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. The kick by Sanders is good.
So the big return had him fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a first down.
After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away.
And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game planned for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very solid gain of 27.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep.
Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Emmanuel Ogbah finding his way to the ball for a big stop there behind the line of scrimmage. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 8.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd.
Namath to throw. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Matt Ariza now on to punt this one away.
And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
Devon Achane of the offense ready to go once again.
A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
And Marino's throw there incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Out of the gun, it's Marino. And he comes back with one complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
They'll throw on first down with Marino. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Marino looks to toss it again. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 7 at the 10-yard line.
Marino sets up. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. 10 yards on the touchdown pass as his guys are able to extend their lead. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him, because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
Sanders on for the extra point. And the lead is now 13. A drive that time of 6 plays.
And it was finished off by a Jalen Waddle touchdown.
That's what it is. That's what it is, baby.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
Here's Mecole Hardman. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. New York ready to go again offensively. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Namath to throw on first down.
Over the middle here to Wilson.
Complete to Garrett Wilson. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 27-yard line.
And it's a rush to the line right now for the Jets.
Throwing is Namath. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end.
2 yards on the pickup there. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Here's Namath.
And that is incomplete.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
Here's Matt Ariza now. Waddle now to return it. A nice return that time of about 14 yards.
And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 42-yard line.
The Dolphins taking over now late in this first half. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Marino will throw.
This one thrown underneath to Achane.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Now it's Marino.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Well, already seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half. Unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
On 3rd down, Marino.
He's across midfield.
The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Marino will look to throw on first. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
Marino's incompletion on first down leads to 2nd and 10. Back to throw again.
And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they're throwing it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. Here we go again with Marino. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down.
And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach!
All right, Brandon, back to you, too, in just a bit. But first, welcome everyone to downtown Orlando and our EA Sports Halftime Report. We were certainly treated
Coach,
to an entertaining first
welcome
half.
everyone
Both
back
these
for
teams with some
quarter
high
number
points and maybe
3.
a couple of low points as well. So it's going to be a question of who can be the most disciplined team going forward.
The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half.
And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Now the Jets going to take over on offense to begin this third quarter. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now. I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
On second down, a run with Hall.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Namath now from the gun. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown.
And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick six.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. They'll try and run it here. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. Throw right side going to be caught by Hardman.
Complete to Nicole Hardman. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 33-yard line.
That's right.
2nd down and 4. Namath. Taken in left side, it's Wilson.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
On 1st and 10 now, Namath. And that went to the right side and incomplete.
But he certainly didn't like what he saw all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Now Namath.
Completes it to Hardman. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. From the gun, it's Namath. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Here's the Jets punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field.
No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts.
Now Marino on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw is Marino. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Marino. That's to the sideline and incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Out of the gun, here's a give to Achane.
And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
3rd and 5.
Here's Marino to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can
rush coming, and he's taken down. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack. Impressive individual effort there. No one was going to stop him around the edge.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And that's why if you play in a 4-3 base and you're a defensive end, that's why you get the big bucks. They count on you to do everything. Defend the run, and of course, get to the quarterback.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Now Marino.
He'll dump this off to Achane.
And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th.
There's another example where defensive coaches constantly preach not allowing any run after the catch. They give up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line.
Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest. I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Namath to throw.
And able to find Allen Lazard. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
To number 10, Allen Lazard. It's a gain of 5. Brings us 3rd and 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. To throw is Namath. He's got his target. That's complete. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Touchdown.
A great play there. 79 yards.
And the Jets are able to cut into that deficit.
Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
Now Folk for the extra point. And they're able to cut the deficit to 12. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it ends with a Jet touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So now here come the Dolphins. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Here's Achane to start the drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 62 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
And he will be taken down here, but another big gain on the ground to start the drive. This one good for 16, and yet again a 1st down.
Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs, and how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back 1st downs.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 18. That one goes for 24 yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20.
That was Carl Lawson in pursuit that time, and he gets the stop.
That was well defense right there. He saw the play in front of him and able to hold the point of attack. Then he sheds it and goes and makes a tackle for a loss.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Marino sets up. And it's incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum. The other side is starting to gain.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now Marino to throw it.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
Smart move to throw that one away. You're in field goal range, so you definitely don't want to be loose with the ball. And that's great work by this defense to force a point down.
Jason Sanders now for the Miami field goal. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins will add on to their lead. So he's got another field goal, his fourth now in the game. He's making it look easy out there.
He certainly is, and they're always aiming for a swing of the leg that repeats under pressure, right? So nothing's different. He's got that right now because confidence is breeding confidence.
After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away.
Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. And now out come the Jets. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Namath to throw on first down.
Wilson's got it complete. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it's second down.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 23-yard line.
Here's Namath. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end.
Broke a tackle, but not much room there. Just up past the 25, no further. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And now third down and 6 to go.
Throwing is Namath. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
Here's the Jets punter now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. The 41-yard punt, 9 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it, touchdowns.
Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for 2nd down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Now Marino looking to throw on 2nd down. Called out a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
On 3rd down, Marino. And this is going to be incomplete.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder, you think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the first down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking first down before he caught that football.
Yeah, got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a first down.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. On the return comes Cobb.
Well, a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And the Jets will take over. Another drive coming up for New York's offense. Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
To throw on first down is Namath. Throw right side, Wilson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Play fake, now Namath. And that is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
The throw led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
That is caught.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Jet first down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line. That's the end of the third.
We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 44-yard line. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Wilson. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Paul ought to give up the middle.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
Namath's throw into the hands here of Hardman.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 24-yard line.
Namath locates Hardman for another catch. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
On 1st and 10 now, Namath.
And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Tyler Conklin, a 20-yard touchdown.
And the Jets are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. So this is now a 9-point difference. You figure the book here says kick the extra point, make it a 1-score game.
Now, you and I have seen coaches get overly aggressive in this spot, but I agree with you. Kick it here and get back within a score.
And now in a 9-point game, they'll still just need to go for 1 here. it's good, so that will get them back within one score. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told, and it's finished off by a New York Jets touchdown. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away.
Waddle will return this from the end zone. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Dolphins offense returning to the field. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
Marino will throw. Now a short one to Gesicki. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. They'll get this up to about the 44.
And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
2 straight 4-yard runs, and it is steadily working the ball downfield. To me, they're staying right on schedule. First down, you want 4 yards or more to set up the rest of the drive. They're getting exactly that.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've had a lot of chances, but not much success, converting only 3 times. Here it's 3rd and 2.
They'll run for it with Achane. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Jamal Adams coming up from his safety spot to make the play.
Now 2nd and 9.
Now it's Marino. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Just because you got the lead in the 4th, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. Like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Marino here from the gun. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Let's decide here. He was open, right? Not extraordinarily open, but open enough that if you're an NFL quarterback, you got to make that throw, right? It's got to be complete.
9 times out of 10, that's a completed pass.
Yeah, he missed that one and missed it in a big way.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. And New York set to take the field.
And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt, and now a chance to tie the game on this possession. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. First and 10 here. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Well, NFL quarterbacks have learned the hard way. You're not going to get rich throwing against this guy. He's definitely too good. And this is now his second interception of the ball game. And if I'm running the offense, I've got to tell my guys, you've got to go work on the other corner.
Miami's offense set and ready to go. Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. So first and 10 now from the 30. Here's a toss left for Achane. They'll get it to the 23-yard line. 87 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there. And I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory, and as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think he may want to keep them cranking highway here.
Marino's second down throw, incomplete.
When you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football in places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
They'll give this to Achane.
Well, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
Mike McDaniel dialing up the risk here a little bit on 4th down. They're going to go for it. They'll go. Achane.
And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Jets are going to get the football back.
So that's a decision that could loom pretty large here. They go for it on 4th down, but come up empty.
But I actually like the call, and the reason? It shows me a head coach has faith in his team overall. First on the offensive side, thinking they can pick it up, but also knowing that he has faith in his defense that if they don't, they'll go out there and stop them. I like the confidence he showed.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
Taking in left side, it's Wilson.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 25-yard line.
They'll give to Hall.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
What an advantage having a lead guy to build a defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Now a 3rd and 6. Now Namath.
Catch made right side by Wilson. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the 1st down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. A well-hit ball there. 50 yards on the punt, 3 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Miami set to take over. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
They go play action now. Marino in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Jamal Adams on the safety blitz, too fast to handle.
How about that? Well, the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was a strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Here's Marino.
This one thrown underneath to Achane.
And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. We'll go down as a gain of 6. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. Now inside the 25.
And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Dolphins use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Sanders now to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it ends with a touchdown for the Dolphins. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
The New York set to take the field.
Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. From the gun is Namath.
Open man here is Conklin. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. A good start there on 1st down. They've got to have this drive.
No doubt about it. Down a couple of scores. They have to find a way to put it in the end zone. Chunk plays, explosive plays. That will be the key to this drive.
Namath. Catch is made by Hardman. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a 1st?
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
And a completion to Wilson. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
Namath to throw.
This complete to Martin. His 2nd catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his 1st. And it'll bring up 3rd down now.
3rd and 6.
And they're going to speed things up here.
Throwing is Namath.
And a big loss Davis here as he's taken down. That time, Bradley Chubb shooting in there for the sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Got to avoid the flags defensively. Here's 4th and long.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete.
Let's go this time. Let's go.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
Running right, here's Achane.
There he goes, right side. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Again, it's Achane.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
Achane gets it from the gun.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
On the handoff, it's Achane. And he is going to have a Miami 1st down, and the Dolphins are going to win the football game.
Give them the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about run them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
Marino's going to take a knee, and that should just about do it.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle. Go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say so long from MetLife Stadium.